Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Headspace Diaries, where we explore psychology and related sciences from a student's point of view. For those of you tuning in for the first time, this podcast is purely for educational purposes. I'm not a licensed professional yet, so please do take this content with a pinch of salt. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into today's episode studying psychology and what it's like from the inside. And honestly, it has been a privilege. In fact, I do believe that education in any form is a privilege. It is one of the things that I always make sure to include in my gratitude list because many of us take it for granted. But I've seen firsthand how it can change lives and what a privilege it is to study in an institution. Psychology was always a passion of mine, but when I graduated high school not that long ago, I didn't have any specific direction in life, and I still don't, but that's okay. Part of my original plan was to become a doctor. All I had to do was crack the entrance exam and secure a seat in a medical college. But soon I realized that it wasn't my dream. I'd felt obligated to become a doctor since this was the plan for most of my friends, and my family certainly liked the idea of it. But they were very understanding, I think, when I suddenly found the courage to tell them that my dream was to study psychology, and scoring the highest in psychology in my school certainly helped convince them. They didn't mind the enormous sum of money they had spent on buying me books and sending me to coaching to prepare me for the entrance exams. And to be honest, that is a blessing to have a supportive family, to have parents who understand and support your dreams. That is another thing I'm grateful for. But studying psychology didn't come easy. While the subject is interesting, it is a vast and diverse field. This means that there's a variety of courses to study, research to keep up with, options to consider, and certifications to do. Research methodology and statistics do get a little hectic in university, but the core concepts are always fun to learn from any subdiscipline of psychology, whether it is cognitive psychology or developmental psychology. While I won't say that I'm a master of the human mind or anything, I do believe studying applied psychology has given me a deeper understanding of humans. Now, here are some of the major benefits you'll get from learning psychology. Firstly, you'll be able to look at things from multiple perspectives. It's easy to view the world from your own lens. But if psychology has taught me anything, that is that you have to go beyond your own narrow perspectives. That is, you have to look not just through your own lens, but you have to step back and look around you. Try to understand things from different perspectives because different people have different experiences and viewpoints. There are multiple realities, multiple truths, or perhaps one truth but different versions of it. Another takeaway would be that you do not fully understand everything. You don't know everything and you cannot be sure of it. And learning this honestly has been humbling because the more you learn, the more you realize how much there is to learn. And you will learn to make your peace with uncertainty, and it will motivate you to further pursue knowledge. Thirdly, after learning psychology, you will develop a deepened sense of empathy and compassion. There are also certain things to keep in mind when it comes to studying psychology. Like with any discipline, psychology wouldn't appeal to everyone, and that's okay. Everyone has their own preferences and skill sets. Now, as I said earlier on in the episode, research can get quite hectic, but research plays an important role in psychology. And if that's not something that you want to do, it can be a little more difficult for you to navigate the major. Now, non-majors, of course, they think that psychology is a soft subject and that there is not much we have to do, but that is not true. Psychology majors do have a lot to study, and while it's not as complex as engineering or mathematics, it can be just as fulfilling. This might be a field that you want to rethink if you're not a very curious person, because essentially there is a balance between analytical thinking and philosophical thinking, and you will need to learn to navigate both if you want to choose psychology. Anyway, while I'm still unsure of my path after college, I've come to value all of my coursework. It has made me realize that I'm truly passionate about the subject, and it has given me much happiness to pursue it. So here we are at the end of episode 2, and all I have to say is psychology, it doesn't always give you answers, but it teaches you how to question. Thank you for listening to Headspace Diaries, and I hope you'll join me in the next episode as we continue this journey.